It's Fat Boy and Powers Inc. Tonight's the night. It's the revolution. Why is it always some old black and white boy telling us young fellas that we ain't relevant in a world that embellishes like a relative content from these elements? You call them stars, I call them
stars. Welcome to another episode of the SquadKast Podcast. I'm your host, Cheffin. With us today we have Black Brother DJ.
What up, world?
And two esteemed guests. Gentlemen, introduce yourself.
Talk your shit.
Dro God on the track, man, aka Blackbird.
Hey.
Black Fiend, TYBOG shit. Beam up or get beat the fuck up.
All
BTFU, be true or fuck you.
Almighty shit.
Almighty.
Talk your shit.
Graddy, BTFU, be true or fuck you. Get you some battle league. That's really it.
All right.
These are my brothers, battle rap brothers regardless. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So I had to get them on the platform. So
The first official guest of the
Appreciate that.
SquadKast Podcast.
obviously,
Episode 2.
you
That's how we
know,
do it. Not afraid to show the love.
got to.
Today I wanted to go ahead, and since we have some battle rappers here, obviously all of us are founded in music, the roots of music, and these are as this art form is. The whole episode is going to be about music today.
Yep.
So I'd like to let you gentlemen and DJ kind of explain your crafts and what you guys do, how you know one another, who's the best. That's really we'll get to that later. Don't have to approach it right now. You know. Okay, so yeah, let's just start there. We got to know DJ and what he does last time, a little bit of it. So it'll be interesting. It's going to be fun to expand on what that is, what you guys do with it.
So to expand on me, you know, like he said, we're battle rappers. BTFU is the home team. Get You Some Battle League. I'm also Manslaughter Battle League. Shout out to ECCM Battle League, Bill Blaze. You know what I'm saying? We out here. We travel. You know, me personally, through battle rap alone, I've got to travel to places, you know, throughout the Midwest and to the East Coast, Boston, like we talked about before. Great experiences to get to go to different places, establish your name, be able to touch different platforms. It's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? And to be out there and to get that love, that instant gratification is different, man.
Nice. You guys experiencing some of the same things? You guys traveling as well?
Yeah.
Talk your shit.
You know, when I first started battle rapping this, it was kind of, I think it was in this building. Or no, it was another building, but you know, I started low and then I started getting better. Started getting plates out of state too.
Exactly.
So, you know, it's all about the work you put in for real.
Exactly.
You gotta want it for yourself. Like
Facts.
the place that I got at the time, they didn't come to me. I reached out to them, you know, to them league owners, like, you know, look, I'm trying to get a battle on y'all league. You know, this is what it is. You know, here go all my links. I'm talking my shit. You know, so.
All right. You go ahead.
I mean, really, it's been the same with me. I started. I think I went to Illinois my first time I traveled, and after that, I was already hitting New York. So those are the only two places I've hit so far.
But who did you see in New York? Talk about that.
Battle on Charlie Cliff's draft night.
Talk
so
that shit.
Battling in front of like DNA and Charlie Cliff.
Talk that shit.
You take the card?
Brought me back.
Did you win?
Well,
Yeah, he won.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
BTFU don't lose.
Yeah, we don't lose.
We don't lose.
That's facts.
Right.
So we're gonna get that
That's
clear.
facts. That's proven.
We have classics and we don't lose.
All right. And Black, I was talking to you earlier. When's your next battle?
I don't know.
Okay.
Yo,
I just support them.
Okay.
Yo, Black's been with me since almost the beginning. He comes to almost all the road games, of course, all the home games. You know what I'm saying? Like without him, you know what I'm saying? Like a lot of shit really wouldn't be possible. You know what I'm saying? He also keeps other members in line. He keeps it real with us. You know what I'm saying? He lets us know what needs to be done, how we need to be on our shit. You know what I'm saying?
You're gonna be like the record keeper. You know, when you're like 65, you're gonna be able to write your personal memoirs about the behind the scenes, like from your point.
The battle rap A&R, like the battle rap A&R. You know what I'm saying? That's what Black is. He's a battle rap A&R. This shit
for that time.
You know what I'm saying?
Nice. And who inspired y'all to get into battle rap?
Go ahead. Shit, man. I've been battle rapping. Officially, I've been battle rapping for like 4 years, but unofficially, I've been battle rapping since high school. Like, I used to watch Smack DVDs.
Facts.
I was, you know, my uncle used to have them stashed in the basements. Dude, this was some forbidden shit that I wasn't even allowed to be watching. You know what I'm saying? So this is what watching Murder Mook, Loaded Lux, you know, Hollow the Dawn,
Party Arty.
You know, watching
Rest in
Smack,
peace, P80.
watching Smack before his beard even, you know.
When he was still the cameraman.
Exactly.
See, not too many people know that. Smack was the cameraman.
Right. So that's what inspired me to kind of like get into battle rap. So
that's basically the same for me.
I mean, really, for me, I had always been kind of into the culture, been watching and shit, but I never really touched into it. And honestly, I met Crazy Baby at where I was working, and he had been spitting. I ended up showing him just some of the shit that I had came up with, and it kind of just kicked off from there, really, for me.
Yeah, I mean,
disrespected each other's craft and whatnot.
Exactly, bro. Like same with Dro God. I was watching the Smack,
Who
bro.
locally was there anybody locally that you know besides each other? I guess that you were just respected doing the craft as well, or maybe inspired you, or just kept you competitive.
No, not for me locally. I didn't even know the scene was even here. You know what I'm saying? Like for me, I was like Dro God. I'm in college, bro. I'm watching the Smack DVDs. You know what I'm saying? I'm like he said. Lux versus Murder Mook, Party Arty versus Murder Mook, T-Rex versus Uncasa. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching all these battles, bro, and that's what like kind of made me a fan of the culture. What got me in it was I finally seen something here, and I reached out, and then main event. Me and my bro Dro God was my first battle. Main event. You know what I'm saying?
Actually, his first battle was like
your first battle. Was your first official battle?
No, this was his second battle.
This was like my comeback battle.
This was his comeback battle.
So
and
like,
this is my entry.
And his debut. So
and we was main event. One rounder. 5 minute unlimited.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So we know what the next logical question is then. Who took it?
We don't really talk about that battle.
The reason why we don't talk about it is because some people say he won, some people say I won.
It's debatable.
And really, we don't even look at it like that. We look at it like shit. We was just bros.
We was like sparring against each other. That's how we look at it. Like it was sparring on the camera.
It was just love ever since then.
It was sparring.
Were you there?
No, I wasn't.
It was dope though. It was definitely a dope ass battle because after that, both our careers was like. Because after I battled him, I battled Mac Patty, they considered one of the best.
Yeah,
beat him.
Okay, you know what I'm saying? Facts 3-0. Shout out to Mac Patty though. He's BTFU
Then I took over you know what I'm saying? Took over the garage.
Yeah,
killing niggas in the garage.
Yeah.
You know, so it just was an uphill. Like everything's still been uphill. Like I haven't took a loss at all since TS3. And that's not even counting. I don't even count our battle.
Yeah.
I don't even count.
So all three of you sitting here saying you never taken the L then?
No, I would say
I took one L.
I would say
that would be. I'm assuming your first battle. Then
my first battle.
That was okay.
TS3.
So what was it? Do you think that was more just that's just the first time out? You weren't necessarily prepared, or
I wasn't really prepared. I was, but I wasn't.
Right.
Like the third verse people don't even know this. The third verse that I wrote. That I had spit, it was a written verse that I had wrote in prison like a year ago. That prior, you know what I'm saying, a year prior to me battling.
We getting all the goodies.
You know what I'm saying?
All the goodies.
You know what I'm saying?
We getting all the goodies.
You know what I'm saying? So it was just
But Grady, talk about your first battle when you came on Get You Some. How you had the prep for that when you got your opponent when you first felt like I'm in the culture now.
And you battled here too?
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah, that was my first battle. Battle Momstein.
Easy work.
Yeah,
Easy work.
Easy that work. That was honestly not a case of like my opponent mattering. It was just what I came with at that point.
Yeah.
Right.
And really, if I'm being honest, him doing the way he did made me look a little better than it really should have.
I see.
At that moment.
But I mean, that's half of it. You were talking about, you can be as good as you want to be, but how your opponent even acts and how the crowd reacts to can be.
You can't be accountable for your opponent.
Winning or not.
Right. You know what I'm saying? You got to prep as that he's going to come with the best shit in the world.
Absolutely. Definitely. And if you fall to his right, that's on him.
It don't matter about your opponent. It's just how I'm gonna come.
You still came with it either way. Yeah.
Like when I'm going through my shit, the first person I call is Black, and I let him hear my shit. The bar critics, what I call him. You know what I'm saying? And go ahead, talk your shit.
It's light. I'm not feeling it.
Right.
Go ahead.
I don't get it. Where you coming from with it? All that.
That's what you're right. That's what you're supposed to do.
Because you need
Absolutely.
to change this. You know what I'm saying? Like,
For sure.
and then after I take that constructive criticism, I go back to the lab, and then I let these brothers hear my shit. I call, Grady, you got time to hear my shit? How many times I call you? Dro God, you got time to hear my shit? You know what I'm saying? We all do that with each other because we want to make sure we're on point.
Right, makes sense. Makes sense. I mean, even just rapping with the
being overly
cats that I have
prepared,
on,
you can never
just
be too
bouncing off
prepared.
one another is important, right?
You can never be too prepared.
Right.
Only thing I will say, that there's been one time where I prepared to the point where I almost got tired of my material by the time that I was.
Yeah, you just know it so much, and
it's just
okay.
like I've heard it wasn't impressive to me.
Right, because you're like, damn, I could really write some more fire shit.
Right. Yeah, I've been through that before. But that's because I've been sitting out for a while too. When you sit out for a while,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
You
You're sitting on a lot of shit.
Well, yeah, because before I battled Showtime, I had battled just like a year before.
Yeah.
Prior, you know what I'm saying?
So let me ask y'all brothers, what battle in y'all career feel like one impacted y'all the most and gave you the most trouble? Who gave you guys the most trouble?
And why?
And why?
Start with yourself.
Hold up.
That's two different battles for me. That's like.
You said who's your hardest?
What battle do they feel in their career propelled them?
Okay.
And then what battle do they feel like their opponent gave them the most trouble?
I feel like my battle with Stefan in the garage.
Is that the one that propelled you?
Yeah.
You did go the fuck off, bro.
I feel like
you
that's
wigged out.
I feel like that's, to this day, I still feel like that's my best battle.
Okay.
To this day, like I don't get me wrong, I write fire material, but I feel like
he is the scheme god. He is.
That battle was still to this day my best battle. I think that's the one that propelled me. Now the hardest one was just recently with Showtime. That's probably like the hardest battle, and the reason why I said that is because he had been sitting out for a long time.
And he punches good.
And he's a good puncher.
Punches good.
Like, he's nice with that shit.
So was he like a bit more unpredictable then, since you didn't have a lot of...
No, I wouldn't say unpredictable because I kind of knew how he would come. He would kind of try to match my energy in a sense. But
see, their battle...
He still was prepared. He came with his own style still, you know what I'm saying? And he didn't go out of his own element too much.
Dro God is more real life.
Right.
And he's going to scheme you. Showtime is going to punch your head off. So then it becomes a preference. Do you like the bars and the punches, or do you like the real life and the schemes? You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, this is all preference.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So do you find yourself then, if you know enough about your opponent, switching up how you're going to come at him? Because maybe you got some cat that you might consider real weak, so you like, I can just do a bunch of throwaways.
No. We don't do that.
I don't do no throwaways.
We don't do that.
I don't do no throwaways until either the match has been canceled, finished, or
right.
I don't do no throwaways. Now, if I don't spit the bars, I just choose not to spit the bars, the extra bars that I got. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Grady,
I don't do no throwaways.
Talk your shit. I need them questions, baby.
Alright, so probably the one that propelled me the most.
Yeah.
Which it was another battle where my opponent didn't really come prepared.
Yeah.
I mean, it was probably my first battle when I went out to New York. My battle, EG Official. First battle, I got put on 15 minutes of fame, and
Fire.
I ended up doing numbers pretty quick.
Over 5,000 views.
And then my hardest would probably be Duck. Honestly, he had progressed. Like
he did progress.
I would say a year ago.
That was a fire battle.
That was a fire
if I had
battle.
battled Duck a year ago, I wouldn't say that, but he's gotten better. He's progressed quite a bit. He actually either Duck or Lil Big.
That's fire.
Okay, so for me, the battle that propelled me was Duck, actually. I 30 bagged him clear. And he's still salty over that. Sorry, bro. I know we BTFU bros now. I love you. You know what I'm saying? But we got to keep it 100. Right. I 30 bagged you. And then from there, I took off. From that battle, I actually got my first out-of-town plate. St. Joe's, Missouri, Drop 30 Battle League. And then I went to Say Mercy Battle League in Milwaukee, Manslaughter Battle League in Minnesota, ECCM Battle League in Boston, Rockford Hip Hop Rotation with Santi. You know what I'm saying? So work, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like I took off from there. You know what I'm saying? My toughest, opponent I would probably say I had the most trouble with was in Boston, DK, because he punches and performs. So when you away and he got the hometown, you know what I'm saying? The energy kind of feels different. It kind of like feels like he's got it. But when I was doing my shit, bro, they love me. You know what I'm saying? Like, if y'all check that, go on YouTube, djdacapo versus DK, ECC and Battler. Watch Chilla Jones' face. Watch Real Deal's face when I'm rapping. That tells you a lot. And those are URL King of the Dot elites. You know what I'm saying?
Legends,
So,
like real life
and shout out to Bill Blaze for putting me on that platform and putting me in that position too. So I got some shit off of that. I came up.
Shout out Bill Blaze.
Shout out Bill Blaze.
Mr. Pat on the shoulder.
Yeah, Mr. Pat on the shoulder.
Is there a tough life to rap battle ratio or a balancing act, I should say?
Oh, brother, let me tell you, it's so hard. For me, because everybody's life is different. You know what I'm saying? I got kids and shit, work, you know what I'm saying? Whatever. So to be able to shut your life down for however many days you got to write and prep, to think about somebody, you know what I'm saying, to think about material that nobody has said, and to make sure you deliver it in a fire way, it's hard.
That people will remember it.
This is a real craft. Like, you know, you have to be in it to understand. Oh, it's very time consuming, brother. Because once you write it and then you're going over it, you're like, oh man, you're making so many edits. You know what I'm saying? But then the research before you write it that goes into it, when you want to make sure your words are what they mean and how you use it, because you will get called out and all that other stuff. So you got to make sure your grammar's on point. It's hard, man. I had a lot of respect for battle rap before I got in, and now that I'm in it, I wish other people would give us a lot more respect. Because if you think about it, 3 rounds, it's 3 minutes. That's the song.
Right. Oh, for sure, yeah.
So you getting
with no
3
hook.
songs,
no hook,
3 songs, all bars, no, you know what I'm saying. Right. So we're writing 3 songs for y'all.
What was that track that Game did back in the day where it was just was it called like 3 minutes or 6 minutes? 300 bars, right? It's just you just go and go.
But go ahead, tell them how hard it is, bro. You know, bro.
Man.
And you guys, I assume, have your own families as well, right?
Man, I think for me, just because like my angle, like my style is a lot different than a lot of people's, the way I deliver it. Only because I've been doing music. I actually been rapping like for a long time too. So that kind of helps with my style too. Cause like I like the scheme. So like I might use this whole scheme like SquadKast. I might use this as a whole scheme right here. But I would do my research before I even write the whole scheme out. You know what I'm saying? I'll start it up. And then I'd be like, oh, damn.
He had a Grim Reaper scheme in his last battle that was dope. It was crazy, bro. Like, it was crazy. Do you remember?
Do you remember? Crazy?
Do you remember?
The original, I don't remember.
Okay, I'm about to say
the original, I don't remember. And I had to literally rewrite it. I was like, I had to literally rewrite it. Damn, bro. And I forgot what I said, too. It was fire. it was fire, man.
Do you guys keep everything that you write down, or do you just... let it go onto the wind?
I keep everything.
I was gonna say, I battle somebody and I throw it. I don't want.
I think I'm the same way.
Throw me off. I feel like if I see it,
I delete it. I'll either delete it so I don't go back and looking at my old material. Now, if it's just some bars that I didn't use, I'll copy and paste those bars. And then delete everything else.
I keep it, bro. I don't know what it is. I'm a hoarder. I keep all my shit, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
6 or 7 notebooks just chock full of lyrics, man.
All my shit be in the phone. And once I get done with it in the phone, I email it to myself. You know what I'm saying? So that way, if something happens on here, I got it. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I do my material that way. I got backups and shit like that. But I keep everything. Rewind, find, there's more to find. Shout out to Beloved.
And Black, I'm sure you remember everything that he spits as well, right?
He remembers the reaches.
That's like chapter 6 in the book.
He remembers the reaches. Black is the reach identifier. He's gonna let you know, and we identify the reach as this.
Come on, bro. They're not gonna catch that. Bro. That's not gonna land. That's gonna go over their head.
But tell them what a reach is.
A reach is You give him an
Tell him
example.
Tell him to reach.
The ash and urn or whatever the hell that shit was.
He's talking about Sue Surf earning Ash.
That what the fuck that shit was. That shit was terrible.
It was a reach, but
I reach in my bars.
Well, sometimes you gotta. You don't know if it goes
every
too far.
battler has to reach. You have to try. You have to try, bro. You have to try.
And turn around and look and be like, nah, I better go back. I went too far.
I definitely say a lot of reaching shit.
Bro, I got a couple reaches,
I
bro.
reached so much in that battle with Showtime. And like some of my schemes at the end, like I drop a banger. That's it.
How about your hopes for the future then? Now, where are y'all just? It's just about grinding out and seeing how far you can take it, or you just? Is this just a hobby and you just go with the wind?
And the ultimate goal
like
is
you're trying to just get up
Grady
there.
go, and then we just gonna go down the line. Grady, go ahead, talk your shit. You said what do you expect out of this? What's your future aspirations?
I definitely plan on taking this somewhere. This, to me, really, even by the time I hit URL, that's a beginning. Like, a lot of people would consider that making it.
Facts.
No, that's just that's a lane opening for me to open up other lanes.
Right.
I need to get there.
Facts. But being in New York helped that, bro. Being in front of DNA and Charlie Clips, that helped that a lot. A lot of people can't say they did that.
Got songs with them.
Got songs with DNA, got that exposure.
For you to be just coming out, the exposure you're getting is they definitely taking notice.
Tell them how long you've been battle rapping before we go to Dro God. Tell them, Grady.
Maybe a year and a half.
Year and a half, and my bro's been in New York.
Yep,
And he's rapped in front of DNA and Charlie Clips. Also, these two brothers had their first 2-on-2 battle hosted by Big Cannon and Caustic.
I've heard of it too.
You
know what I'm saying?
Just that, is it like, was it a tag team or is it everybody just goes verse for verse?
It's
2-on-2.
It's 2-on-2, like.
Just they
It's kind of hard to explain, to be honest.
It depends on how you write it.
Because in a
Like,
sense,
you
it
can
is
write,
tag team.
you know what I'm saying? Every 4 bars, like he do forward and he come jump in and do forward.
You
You
can do some
know,
really creative shit.
right?
Too.
Like it just
okay.
depends.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Really,
So
it's just
that
a
sounds
round where
interesting.
two
Yeah.
people spit at the same. They can spit simultaneously.
they body bag MG time zone and
BTFU
Chinchilla.
versus Time Zone, Rotation Hip Hop, YouTube
Yep,
channel. Go
yep.
subscribe to that.
Check that out. Like, share,
Shout out to
comment.
Santi Long for setting that battle up, man.
But what is your future aspirations, bro?
Man, you know what? I'm gonna keep it all the way real. The main goal is to get the URL.
Facts.
But I don't know if I personally want to battle rap just so, you know what I'm saying? I don't know if I just want to personally just keep battle rapping, you know what I'm saying? Like that's not really that's not what type of time I'm on. Like before I battled Showtime, I was gonna be completely done battling.
He was.
I had told him like I'm completely done battling. You know, I'm finna focus on myself and my businesses, you know what I'm saying, get my shit off the ground.
And we're gonna talk about that before we close out, what
Right.
you got going and shit like that
And
too.
and I was just like, you know, fuck it. You know, Showtime, this is something that's been long overweighted.
Long overdue.
Partly because of my fault, you know what I'm saying, decisions that I made. So I felt like I owed it to the people. You
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So I was like, man, you know what? Let me come back. And then it happened. And I was like, shit, I might as well keep going. So, you know, I might keep going for right now, you know what I'm saying, just to see where it go. But it ain't really something that I'm like, you know, thirsty to. You know, I ain't in them groups no more like I was before. Like, oh yeah, bro. You know
Yeah.
So
I mean, the same for me.
it's a
Like
little different.
the goal is to get to URL. That's the NBA of battle rap.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And if I happen to get there, then obviously I'm just going to try to keep progressing to where I could capitalize even more to be able to market my brand and myself and my team. You know what I'm saying? And be able to continue to build off of that. Like this is what it is. Like I'm a battle rapper. My mind can't shut down. I cannot stop writing and coming up with material. So until that time comes, I'm just gonna keep doing what I love to do. And like even when I think I want to take a break, or when I say I'm gonna take a break, somebody calls me. Somebody inboxes me, hey, what you got going on this date? What you got planned? And then
gotta
now
be hard to resist that call when you're like, you know, you good, and like, oh, I could probably get this one anyways. Like, why? I mean,
and
how
then
can I
especially
not
for
get
me
it?
is especially if I'm traveling, because I want to go. You know what I'm saying? The more away games, the better. The more I can spread my name around, my team around, my brand around, the better. You know what I mean? So, especially if I get that call to go out of town, oh yeah, we go talk numbers. We go try to see what accommodations, whatever. We're gonna do business, but I'm trying to come out there.
That's what's up. All right, well, like I said, Jim, the general theme of the cast today is just going to be music. Then, so let's switch it up just a little bit here. Let's talk about music in general. Who's y'all's favorite artist right now? What y'all listening to?
Trippie Redd.
What's
man.
going on?
I'm sorry, I gotta go
Trippie
first
Redd.
on that.
Trippie
man.
Redd, bro.
Trippie Redd, exclamation
bro.
mark album, bro. I swear to God, bro.
He do be having some tracks
You
here
gonna
and
make me
there.
listen to some
Bro,
Trippie
the
Redd.
whole
He do be having
album,
some
I don't
tracks
know
here
what
and
he's
there.
saying.
He
listen
do be
to it.
having-
Listen, you have to listen to it from the whole beginning, and like basically like what he's saying in the, like the whole album is just basically like you could see his growth. He's just saying his growth, and he's just he's talking a lot of stuff. Like there's a song in there where he's like basically. It's like a double entendre. He's telling them, telling people like, saying don't commit suicide. You still got a purpose. to live.
Yeah,
But
and
then
I-
at the same time, he's telling niggas like, man, I'm killing you niggas. Like I make you want to kill
I
yourself.
appreciate the young
You know what I'm
brother's
saying?
hunger, though. I appreciate
And
the
that's
young
why I
brother's
fuck with
hunger.
him.
Grady,
That's
who
why I
you
fuck
listening
with
to, bro? Who you rocking
Honestly,
with?
mostly Montana 300.
Okay.
Fire.
Yeah.
That's-
It's hot.
Yeah, I was
Yeah.
gonna say he just stylistically, I don't know.
Now, do either? I know both of y'all do music, so talk about that real quick. Dro God, talk about how you started making beats.
Okay, just real quick. Shit, when I started rapping when I was 10, and I was in art class. I had a homie that used to rap way back then. And he used to rap, and I was just like, damn, nigga, how you know how to rap? And he was like, I don't know, I just,
Okay.
So I
Right,
started
just
doing
rap,
it.
right.
So I just
Yeah.
kept rapping from then, and then when I turned like 14, 15, one of my family members, he had put me on to Fruity Loops. And
The
he had
first.
show- yeah, the first. Yeah, it was a Fruity Loops 7 actually. Fruity Loops 7, the demo. And I was in my grandma's basement. We used to record on Windows Movie Maker. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Yeah, old school
was-
shit.
Yeah,
you
that
know,
used
so-
to be the hottest
Yeah,
editor out there.
And I was
man.
making all our
Yeah.
beats. He had showed me on the pattern, and then ever since then, man, I just had took off from there. You know what I'm saying? I put mixtapes out.
Facts.
Every mixtape that I dropped, 95% of them, all the beats I made, engineered,
That's dope.
wrote.
Right.
I got a lot of
I like
songs
that.
on
That's fire, bro.
SoundCloud. Then I had just went on this stint, like, man, I'm not doing no music. Like, I had literally, like, stopped making music. Like, no beats, nothing. And then I just went on this spurt. I probably got, like, 100 songs that I done dropped in, like, less than, like, 3 months.
Damn.
Myself, just
Right.
personally myself. I go
Right.
into the studio, I pay $50 an hour, and go in for 1 hour and drop maybe 6 tracks in 1 hour.
Damn, that's what's
Type
up,
shit,
man.
you know what I'm
Right.
That's fire.
I'm sitting on a lot of tracks, and then not only that, I record music on my phone too.
And that's
So-
no lie, because I remember chilling with him and we was in the whip. He was playing beats, playing tracks, you know what I'm saying? We was going in, you know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So,
But great, yeah.
Yeah.
Great, go ahead, bro.
Really, the only song I have out right now is the song with DNA.
That's fire, though.
Fire though.
That's fire, though.
It's fire accomplishment.
But, really, I've just been kind of chambering everything. I want to release it strategically.
Yeah.
Who you listening
Then
to
who you
right
listening
now?
to?
Mostly Montana.
Oh, that's right. I
Tory
really
Lanez.
didn't say that.
300. Yeah, he did say
And-
300.
This
Tory
water's
Lanez.
really affecting me.
Tory Lanez.
Okay.
Okay.
Canada, T-Dot.
I don't know. I don't listen to a whole lot of.
Brother
I
DJ,
really-
what you listening to then?
I'm
You listen
I'm-
to Trippie as well?
No, brother.
You got that new Takashi?
No, brother.
Oh,
I don't listen
hell
to
You hear
no.
some
Takashi,
motherfuckers
brother.
offering
I-
$10
no,
million?
brother.
Niggas listening
I'm
to
different,
Tekashi,
bro.
man.
I'm different, bro. It just depends on the mood I'm in, bro.
Right.
Like I could go back and listen to some Mobb Deep shit, you know what I'm saying? Or I could go back and listen to some Alchemist, you know what I'm saying? Or I can listen to Sauce Walker, you know what I'm Sosa
Right.
Man, you know what I'm saying? Peso, the whole TSF, you know what I'm saying? I fuck with them. It just depends, bro. Like I like Chopped and Screw, you know what I'm saying? Bro, it just depends with me,
Right,
bro.
right.
Like but I don't like a lot of the new shit, which keeps me going back to a lot of the truer shit. You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
yeah.
When music had a lot
It's
more.
there's a tough there's a tough,
and this
scene
ain't.
right now
I'm
for
not
good
even really
music.
talking about mumble rapping. It's just there's
Right,
just a
it's
lot
just a
of
lot of-
there's a lot of bullshit
Just
in the game.
fuckery and
Like Blue, no
rinse
shot,
and
no
repeat
disrespect to Blueface, bro, but he can't even rap on the beat.
Right, let alone rap it off.
And they
He's
love
not
him,
saying
bro.
anything new.
I ain't gonna
Like-
lie. He got
like-
a couple slappers though.
Bro,
Interesting.
Tatiana,
A beat's a motherfucker. A beat
Tatiana,
is-
That shit's garbage.
that Tatiana
He
was
got some
what
shit
blew
off
him
that.
up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Yeah, right.
he is not rapping on the beat, bro.
Right.
See,
Listen
listen,
to him.
It's just
But
trash.
if you
But-
if you peep though, before Cash Money, all this shit was off beat. He's signing Cash Money.
But he has a video addressing that.
Sounds way more point to this.
He has a video addressing this. He says that
somebody behind the scenes doing some shit.
He writes like that because if he doesn't explain it, then people won't get it. If he shortens it up to where he's on beat per se.
Which means he's a terrible writer.
Exactly.
Which means he has little to no vocabulary.
You know what I'm saying? And get money, Blueface. But I'm just saying, bro.
He's
like,
got to use as many words as fucking possible.
Right.
At all times.
Oh, hit it. Bullshit.
Bullshit.
There we go. That is the bullshit button. We talked about that.
We got a couple nice songs, but we cannot rap.
Yeah.
Like, you know, it's just music like that, bro. I can't get with. You know what I'm saying? It's just a lot of.
How about you, Blake? What you listening to right now? You still going hard on the Aerosmith?
I'm listening to motherfucking J. Cole.
Facts.
I mean, of course you.
J. Cole, bro. J. Cole's top 5. J. Cole's top 5.
The Kendrick Lamar's.
Big Crit.
Like I can't really listen to the new shit.
Big Crit.
Back to the old shit. Of course,
Big Crit. He top 10.
That's great shit. That's black shit. Big Crit. I'm surprised.
Big Crit.
I'm surprised you didn't even say him. Big Crit's fire, bro. Yeah. Big Crit's fire. Shout out to Big Crit.
Brothers from the South too. Their vernacular is so different. How they can spin words is just it's trippy sometimes.
It's crazy.
You be like, oh, you can say it like that. I never even thought.
Who you listening to? Who you
right,
feeling?
I will say J. Cole too, but right now I'm actually going stupid hard on this Benny the Butcher, man.
Okay.
These Coke bars got me just
Coke bars got
when y'all was walking up the block here in the car, that's what I was listening to.
Okay.
5 for 50.
Okay.
Bruh, that shit is just nasty, and it just.
I'm gonna check it out.
I'm gonna check that out.
It makes me wish I was a dealer sometimes. You know, pushing the line, man.
I don't want to have no flashbacks, goddamn it. You know what I'm saying?
It's just inspiration. It reminds me of when Clips dropped. What was that?
Virginia.
Yeah, Virginia Beach or whatever. Man, those just grinding. It had that same effect.
That shit was
that
fire.
5 for 50s like that. Yeah.
I fuck with that type of shit.
So that's why I'm at
Shout
right
out
now.
to Push and Malice.
Right, and good. I don't know. Good Coke bars just have such an appeal to me for some reason. If you can really do it,
you want to know why?
You can really do
why
it.
though?
Not just say you sell drugs, but just
you want to know why
though?
though? Because we come from that era.
I suppose so, right?
We are
it's
from
just
that era.
So drenched in the culture
the Reagan era. That's when all the Coke shit.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
We come from that era, so that shit resonates with us a little bit more.
Half the millionaires in this country have something to do with
the. Shout out to the '90s baby too, but
shout out to the '90s baby.
We out here, baby, Reagan era.
Well, who's y'all's personal favorite artist? Like who's that one artist? Like every time you're copping it, you're listening to it, and can't nobody tell you shit about it. Old or new. Mine personally is Nas.
Oh, the worst beat picker in history.
Well, for sure, but he'll still.
He's the worst. And I'm not even just trying to agree with DJ Vlad, but Nas is the worst beat picker.
Some of those beats are just like
in history, bro. His bars.
But his bars, right?
Is always gonna be on point. But the beat, you be like, come on, bro.
For sure.
And I fuck with Nas, but
he's such a personal rapper though. He is not like,
but he's not,
and what's gonna be hot.
He's not everybody's cup of tea.
Popular.
But
he's like, no, I got this song I want to make, and
because he's more conscious. You know what I'm saying?
For sure,
so you have to understand that type of shit. He's that intellect, and if you don't understand the intellect, especially how he's bringing it, then you're not gonna resonate with that.
So who's yours then?
Man, bro.
Paul Wall.
Nah, bro.
Okay, I'm just guessing.
Paul with TV Johnny. Bruh. I ain't gonna lie, man. Shout out to Big Gucci Mane. That
Gucci,
bro. I've been rocking.
Even though that nigga a clone.
I've been rocking with Gucci Mane since So Icy, bro.
Right.
So Icy. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's a legend.
He's a legend,
himself,
bro.
right,
he goes to the can. He comes back better than ever.
Right? Who does?
You know what I'm saying?
Back better
than ever, bro.
A clone.
Like Guwap is the guy, man. That's like, you know what I'm saying? He's that trap era shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He definitely was talking that shit
for
that
sure.
I was loving.
Those are Coke bars.
You know what I'm saying? Like dumb Coke bars, bro. Like had me out here thinking I was motherfucking Sosa.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I was my own Sosa in a way. You know what I'm saying? But I was thinking I was the bigger man listening to that shit, bro. Like Gucci, like influenced a lot of shit with me as far as that aspect of my life that I don't engage in no more. By the way, but yeah. Dro.
I have to say Jay-Z, man.
Shout out to Hov.
Jay-Z, huh?
Yeah.
Okay.
40-40.
Jay-Z, man. Hey,
a lot of his shit is really a lot of hidden messages.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
You gotta really listen to his music, and that, not
Illuminati.
even his music. You gotta listen. You gotta look at his album covers.
Illuminati.
The covers
Only
say
ever
more
bought
than the
2
music.
J albums ever, and I think that was
Sleep.
that
Bruh, I bought so
forget
many
what
Hove
the
albums,
First
bro.
album was,
Dog,
and then I
nice.
bought Blueprint too.
And the
Fire.
beats.
But Eminem killing them on Renegade though was kind of like,
Yeah,
wow, let's see who else is out here.
yeah. Well, that's Eminem
Right.
and whatever.
I mean, but Renegade, I mean, that was who puts that?
But who's to say that
album?
Jay
Who
didn't
puts
lay
that
the
on
verse
the
down
album?
and then Eminem heard it and then he like, oh, okay,
I get the
could've-
single, but I would not have put that on my album. Like,
Why not?
That's too hot.
Why
It's
not?
too hot.
Why not?
That's the hottest verse on that whole album is M's verse on Renegade.
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
Oh.
We can debate that
Right,
for
yeah,
another
we're gonna have
time.
to,
We're
yeah,
gonna
we
have
should-
to-
So
Yeah,
ask yourself this
yeah.
then, since you say that, what other song is memorable from that album besides Renegade?
Boom. I ain't got nothing off top.
So that tells you in itself,
Right there.
it had to be on the album.
I mean, which is just, we'll speak
So
to
wait a
itself
minute,
that
hold
I'm
on,
right,
hold
that it
on,
is
hold
the
on.
best
Before
song.
before we get to Grady
best
and he
verse.
answers the question, are y'all trying to tell me that man sold all them records and got all that notoriety off that one fucking song and that one verse because Eminem did that?
That was the lead single.
Are
too.
y'all
That was
crazy?
the second
That
That
was
was not the
actually-
lead
that was the
single.
second
That was
one,
like the
wasn't
second or third.
but that was the one that made me buy it.
Y'all are smoking,
not what
bro.
I'm
Like, what the
saying.
fuck is y'all
So I'm
problem?
not saying, and that's not even taking anything away from Jay, but that's so
That's what it
specific
sounded
to that
like.
album.
That's
Right.
what it sounded
That's the
like, bro.
album.
That's why I had to
that
get clear.
project
That's why I had to get clarity
But
on that, bro.
everybody's got a bad project. though, right?
Yeah, everybody's got a bad. Nas got a lot of them.
I would say now the Lost Tapes 1 and 2 are they're the most confusing. You could have just released them single tracks at a time.
There's a lot of hidden knowledge in there.
Yeah, it's a
man.
lot of
sure,
hidden
but it's
knowledge
just a
in there,
mess. It's a
bro.
jumble,
But I'm just
you know?
saying,
It's supposed
bro.
to be. It's supposed to be because you got to think these people are under mind control, man.
Stillmatic,
We are under mind
Illmatic,
control.
Nostradamus,
God's Disciples.
and God's Disciples. Those 4 are probably his most notable ones
You know
to
that
me.
Nostradamus
All the rest of them,
was
It was written.
it was written.
It was written, bruh. If I ruled the world,
Shout out Lauryn Hill.
fire.
Man,
If
that's
she,
just-
and
People
according
did different.
according to
People
your
did better
analogy,
in their lives when
according
that
to your
song came out.
analogy, if Lauryn Hill wasn't on that, it wouldn't have blew up to what it was.
no, but that being
That's
said,
what you
though,
said.
Lauryn Hill is the illest female MC of all time, in my personal opinion.
I think Missy Elliott has something to say
Hands
about
down.
that,
Whoa, really?
considering that she writes
Hell yeah.
and produces.
I don't think Missy's
yeah.
half the MC
You're crazy.
that Lauryn Hill is.
You're
man.
crazy.
That Fuji's album, bro. Oh
Come
my
on,
god,
bro.
the score.
Come on, bro.
Lauryn Hill is just a massacre
Her
every time she speaks on
her
that album.
small
She is
body
nice.
of work does not equal up to what Missy Elliott
But
has
that's what
done.
I'm thinking. That the score is
I'm
so
sorry,
high
bro.
and the miseducation.
I'm
of Lauryn
sorry,
Hill.
bro.
Wow,
We got to debate
that
about
shit
that
was
too.
like 10 times.
But
black,
Grady,
bro.
who
10 times there,
who
whatever.
you listening to,
I think
bro?
Platinum's 10 million.
Grady, who you listening to? Who? Not who you listening to, but who's your top? Who's your top guy that you
Yeah,
got to
yeah,
cop?
right, yeah.
That you got to cop when they drop their mixtape or album that you downloading on Spotify or whatever the case may be.
It would probably still be Montana for me. Either Montana or Lil Wayne.
Weezy ain't been
I've
putting
been
out a lot,
fucking with Wayne for a
man.
minute though.
Weezy ain't been
Since,
putting out a lot much lately. And I
Since
fuck
he
with
was a hot
Wayne.
boy.
Hey, so remember when he was doing all the
The
squad
Block is
ups?
Hot, that was the album right there.
When he was doing all them squad ups, them first ones,
Right, yeah.
fire.
I was gonna say at one point though, he definitely was.
To have a Wayne track, a feature at one point,
Yeah, it was.
blew you up.
Yeah, for sure.
Right? You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
bruh, he was you when you listen to a song that was featured with Wayne, you was just me personally, I was waiting just for him.
Oh
I
yeah,
was
just to see
literally
what
just
Wayne
waiting
came
to
with
hear
for
what he
sure.
was
Yeah,
Sometimes, yeah.
because you knew Wayne was gonna give you
Just
something
gonna,
awesome.
yeah. I was just waiting
And
for
it was
him.
mixtape Wayne. Now you don't know what the hell you gonna get Wayne.
Shout out to Birdman for ruining Wayne's career. By the way, he killed his career.
For sure.
You know.
Birdman, an evil motherfucker, man.
Hey, do you hold on? Since we said Birdman, do you know this motherfucker had a lawsuit from one of his ex-employees sued him for $1 million, right?
And they ain't give up nothing.
So instead of paying up, he took all the money out of his bank accounts and closed them, so they can't get nothing from him.
Oh man.
That's
Oh,
crazy.
man, yeah.
Like, how you worth $100 million
Yeah.
Let's
and
get
you
this-
can't
let's
give
keep
out?
this party
Right.
rolling.
That's crazy.
Ridiculous.
That's crazy.
Well, then speaking of music of the day, then I mean, overall, are we satisfied? Are we finding enough quality material to keep you saying rap is doing well, or is it a struggling, transitioning?
Go ahead, Black.
Art form, culture right now.
I would say it's thriving. I mean, you got a lot of different artists doing a lot of different things, and they creating their own fucking genres or whatever you want to call it when they doing these different.
Are you waiting on a Lil Yachty mixtape?
No.
Okay,
never.
then.
I'm sorry. I'm talking about just different new artists coming out, even locally here, just like any other
Right, I
state or
get you.
city. But yeah, I think it's gonna expand and get better ultimately.
Right. There's just
But
so much
is there more quality music out
Right now.
versus trash?
Well, I don't know because of the ability.
I'm asking.
I don't.
It's a lot of trash.
Okay. And because is there a lot of trash? Do y'all feel like me? Do y'all revert back to listen to older shit sometimes?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not even talking about like older shit. I'm talking about like even like older mixtapes from like a couple years ago or some shit like that.
I mean,
You know
that's
what
the
I'm saying?
base and that's the litmus test, right? Don't you go back as the rebel? Okay, so that's good. Now let me make sure what's going on right now is just as. All this technology, man. Everyone can make a song. Bro, you was just saying you're making 6 songs per visit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, people you can do that in the studio now, or you can do that at home now.
It's crazy.
Exactly.
You can get your shit out real fast,
and
man.
using the cell phone as well.
Yeah,
So
I'm fine.
now think of if
People
you're
ain't gonna be
also
wasting
an
their time
asshole.
to nobody's studio.
I mean, SoundCloud, it's just a dumping ground for noise, really.
I mean, even
some jewels
Spotify
on
now.
there, man.
Even
I
Spotify
sift
now.
through SoundCloud daily. I just track after track after track. Oh, go
Man,
track after track.
it is
after
so
gold,
easy to put your music out. You don't even need a manager.
Oh,
Like,
yep.
You don't need no record company.
Entirely independent.
They got so many apps where you can just go put your music out on iTunes, Spotify, any platform,
Tidal,
you want,
all
and
that.
get paid for it.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep.
It's all about how many streams you get.
Exactly.
But that being said, though, because you do get that, I think there is a higher amount of quality material out there because you can do 6 songs, right? Instead of maybe 10 years ago, maybe you can only do 1 or 2 at a time.
Right.
But hold on, just because a person can do 6 songs, don't mean that there's 6 quality songs. And I'm not even talking about my bro
that's
because
true, because
sometimes
too, though.
because sometimes the people who we identify as trash, they putting out 6 songs in a day, and they're trash because as an artist is trash that we've identified.
Right.
So that's just me. Like I don't know.
That's why I do go to SoundCloud though, because it's so much there that even if I don't like what I'm listening
you're
to,
gonna find
just hit
something.
next, right?
You're gonna find something.
I got a playlist that is it's the best of the best. So
I give everybody a shot. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
Because it's gonna be something that you catch that you're like, oh, okay, that was okay.
I got
iTunes.
I'm on WorldStar. I watch every video.
Yeah.
I started
That's
click like a minute and a half
Yeah.
into it and be like, oh, this is shit. Okay, but I give it a chance though. I still listen to it.
Like I didn't even fuck with Wiz Khalifa at first, but if it wasn't for Black and him introducing, you know what I'm saying? Now I mean I fuck with Wiz.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like be like that sometimes.
Let's see what else I got here on the agenda. I can't remember what other podcasts I was listening to, but they were talking about actors that become musicians or musicians that become actors,
Or NBA players that be
works.
or NBA players that be rapping.
Oh yeah, that shit's
the
going on right now. Damian and Shaq shit, right? God.
Well, not even that. Like Iman Shumpert's rapping.
Is
Like
it any good though?
he was just on the BET Awards on the Hip Hop Awards on the Cypher. He was just on there. Yeah.
Like the serious cipher, because wasn't there a few different ciphers?
Well, the comedians had their cipher and the battle rappers had their ciphers, and then, but just the fact that he was on there,
Right,
you know what I'm saying, and it wasn't like he was on there with other athletes. It was him, King Los, somebody else. Like I can't remember all the names, but King Los for sure because he's fire.
Right.
Like if you watch him, that's some revolutionary
Is
shit.
BET relying too heavily on these ciphers now? They used to just be like one segment.
I swear
of
it's
the
like
show.
5 awards in all ciphers.
Which is dope to a degree. It's nice to see, the art form. But that's why I worry sometimes about the culture as a whole being, pillaged.
Yeah.
Just for profit. The artwork, the real artwork's easy to get lost up in it. When everyone just wants to keep like, well, can we make money off it? Who can we pay to be up here? Who's gonna keep doing what we want them to do per the check we keep cutting.
Right.
Versus who's just doing it because they're fucking good at it and everyone loves it.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Everyone wants a piece of that hip hop pie.
Everybody does.
Everybody.
And it's crazy because at one point rock and roll ruled everything. You know, even the different genres of rock and roll, like that was the shit to do.
Right, it flew under that false flag of American music.
The long hair, grunge, electric guitar and shit. You know what I'm saying? The Aerosmiths and the motherfucking Ozzy Osbournes and all that shit. Black Sabbath and all that.
Man, I remember when that motherfucker came out, biting heads off on bats.
Yeah.
I was a little shorty. I
That
lived
shit
with
was
my
crazy.
grandma. She was real holy and shit.
Yeah.
She was not playing that shit. She was, man, MTV was not allowed to be
I
played.
don't even know what modern rock sounds like. Is that a thing?
I don't know. You gotta ask.
Is there new good rock music?
I haven't heard
I don't know, honestly.
Right.
You gotta ask Post Malone.
I haven't heard.
I don't know.
Right,
See
I
who's
haven't heard.
collabing with
Like
him.
you gotta ask Post Malone.
I haven't heard
Like,
any
I don't
new
know.
good music.
And he's done songs with 21 Savage too. It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it's crazy.
I do like 21 Savage though.
No, I like him too.
Yeah,
He's
I
pretty
like
nice.
him.
I like him, but I can't respect his persona no more.
Cause he's from Britain.
It's from Britain. You ain't from East Atlanta,
You
bro.
know, I've thought about that a lot, and I don't know that he ever really told any lies. He did mostly grow up in Atlanta, regardless of where his roots from. He just never said, "Oh, by the way, my dad's a doctor. I'm British." You know, they never brought all this up. Plus, he was always giving back to the hood every time, no matter what he was
No,
doing.
I wouldn't say that, bro, because at one
Well,
point in
once he started
time,
making
at
the-
one point in time, he disrespected the forefathers that came before him. He disrespected Gucci Mane and all these other people.
What?
Yeah, they had like a little beef at one point, talking about Gucci Mane wasn't from East Atlanta, Boulder Crest. I'm really from East Atlanta and all this other shit. You know what I'm saying? But then it did eventually get to where they became amicable with each other, and then they end up doing music with each
Well,
other.
it just sound like just some young buck running his fucking mouth. Then you know.
Yeah,
I
but
mean, the industry probably responded accordingly, and there he is, like, you know what? I better go be friends with that guy.
Hey,
I wanna keep
you
making
can't just. He killed somebody, bro.
Did he? Oh, I didn't know that.
Gucci Mane killed somebody.
Oh, I thought you said 21 Savage.
No, Gucci Mane killed somebody. Like, he is literally known as the boogeyman of hip hop,
Well,
bro.
oh yeah, but he got off on that though.
Yeah, he did,
Self-protection?
self-defense.
Yeah,
But he killed somebody.
right.
All right, you don't fuck with nobody that's got a body, bro.
Right.
Like, a lot of these rap cats rap about doing this
yeah,
shit.
for sure.
He killed somebody, bro.
Well, you know, I mean, who's to say that 21 Savage isn't any more legitimate?
Well, I'm just
street
saying,
cat or
bro.
whatnot than,
It's
you
a
know.
known fact. Gucci Mane's a killer. Now, 21 Savage, I fucks with his music, but he can try to hide whatever it is you want to hide. And this is how I feel about anybody that's in the industry. It's better to come out with your shit as you're coming up as an artist, because the more secrets you hide, when you build certain fame and notoriety, and then that shit comes out, you see what happens.
Right. Yeah, yeah, for sure.
So I just
mean,
feel-
and it came out in the most hilarious of ways, getting caught up with the Trump,
you know,
bullshit,
ICE
getting
raves
people-
you and
right.
shit like that. Oh, 21 Savage from Great Britain
Right.
and all this from
Probably
an
like-
island that the British control.
Right,
You know what I'm saying? Whatever, how you want to identify that. But I
That
just
one
feel
time
like,
when having all that money just didn't count.
and I mean, y'all could chime in if y'all want. I just feel like anybody that's if you got secrets like that, if you're not thorough, if you're not
pretty
from
much
what
had
you're
a-
saying,
you
you
pretty
need
much
to
had
come
a
out with that
chance.
shit.
You had a chance
Right,
to live a
understand.
good life.
You know what I'm saying?
So what happened?
I'm not trying to say he ain't street. Like, I'm pretty sure living in East Atlanta, he
Yeah,
came
but
into
I'm
some
saying-
and encountered some real hard shit. But
But
you, come on. You know what I'm saying? So,
Let's see. Oh, hold up, I actually lost my little pad here. Oh, my mom texted me.
shout out mom.
Yeah, shout out to my mom. She's hoping we have a good day, have a good podcast. So that's good.
There we go.
All right.
How's she doing?
She's good, man. She lives in Arizona, actually.
Oh, yeah?
She moved down there for the warmer weather.
Humidity's not killing her?
Not yet, at least. She likes it, actually.
Oh, that's good, man.
She likes being hot, whatever that's about. I like a little snow time to time. I'm an all seasons type fella, so.
Fuck that.
Let's see. Well, shit, actually, I suppose I don't have much more. Does anyone have any? I actually know you touched on this earlier, DJ. You said, Dro, you had businesses?
Oh yeah,
or
my man got
you know-
businesses. Talk about what
yeah,
you're doing, bro. Talk about
okay,
your businesses.
Got Blackbird Modeling Agency LLC. Pretty much what I do is I get my models gigs, you know what I'm saying, photo shoots, events, fashion shows, you know, whatever.
Tell them
whatever
some of
they
the
get
places that they've done.
we did a fashion show at what's that coffee shop? Freedom Blend Coffee on Hickman. We did a fashion show there. That had got put together kind of like last minute, but we was able to execute. And I also put my own little fashion show on at the Hickman Pub. That was you know, that was pretty dope.
Didn't you do something with the baby?
Is this men's or women's fashion or a mix or?
Yeah, it's like a fashion, yeah, for the women, yeah.
Okay.
And then we ended up doing like this little hosting event for the baby. You know, local artists was able to compete to who's gonna open up for the baby and stuff like that. So we ended up getting free tickets to get in that concert and backstage passes and stuff.
When was he here?
July 31st.
Yeah, he was here in July.
The baby is hot though.
The baby's hot.
Shame on me for not mentioning that. The baby do have me bobbing in the car too, right?
The baby's fire.
And then I got No Brainer Studios LLC. That's my film company as well as my production company. It's gonna be like we film movies. I write scripts myself personally. I got a few movies that's actually about to get put in the works. They're actually getting storyboarded right now.
Nice.
You know, so, and it's gonna be all with all local artists, like all local actresses and actors, film people, like everything. Like
that's dope, man. I like to see brothers like that doing shit like that. Got their hand in different shit. You know what I'm saying?
Be on the lookout. I do want to say, be on the lookout in the next year for a new TV series that I am gonna have written all the way by the end of this year and all the way in production by next year. Ratchet City. It's going to be based and filmed in the city of Des Moines.
Okay.
It's going to be about these 4 chicks, mainly these three main chicks, you know what I'm saying? It's going to be nice.
Don't give them too much. Don't give them too much. Don't give them too much. We want to make sure they come check that out.
For sure.
Grady, what you got going on, bro? Talk about what you got going on outside of the battle rap, you know, and what you plan on doing, what you trying to aspire outside of battle rap.
Really, outside of that, I'm just kind of plan on using that to market myself. And
right.
Really open up. I haven't really gotten too far into what exactly, but I will open up some type of business.
Yeah. I'm saying, you know.
You guys play any instruments?
I used to play the violin.
Me too, back in the day. Yeah.
No instruments, brother. No instruments. None. Sorry.
I used to play the violin back.
I used to make fire beats on the window at Roosevelt when you used to rap to him. Back
Also, let me say
I used
this
to be
too.
at home practicing. I'm killing with this
also,
shit.
let me say this too. If you need beats, you already know I'm back making beats, man. Dro God on the track. 500 a beat, exclusive rights only. That's it.
Okay.
And I can vouch for the brother. Some of them beats are fire, you know what I'm saying? Actually had me rapping and shit like, oh, bro, I need to get on this, you know what I'm saying?
500 a beat,
that's just fire.
Let's get it.
So Black Chef, like outside of what we got going on, do y'all aspire to have some kind of ownership, you know what I'm saying, outside of obviously SquadKast podcast, you know what I mean? Like, do you guys want to seek some kind of ownership?
Absolutely. I have aspirations to start another podcast myself, actually. Gentlemen, I guess got an alert from Amazon, a delivery package to have a mic and a little interface and some basic setup and shit like that to do the same thing. So I'm hoping to just create as much of these same type of things as possible.
Yeah.
Plus, you know, I'm handy with the camera.
Yeah.
So, you know, I mean, but the catalogs and things, I got like 1,700 published pieces of work, not like but like completed bodies of work as far as the camera goes.
That's fire.
I just started getting into with the film and shit. I don't know if I showed y'all or if y'all saw my gram.
No.
I did a little photo editing and shit. I just these last few like 4 days, my shit has just been blowing up at home between the software and shit I'm getting and the film and shit I'm catching.
And we go talk too. I got some shit I want you to do for me too. So we go talk. I got some shit I want you to do for me because you real nice, bro. And I always commend you on your work and shit like that.
I don't know if you saw the T-shirt I wore last week on the symbol. It said Big Man Co. My sister actually a couple years ago, we started a company called that.
Okay.
Now
what's that, LLC
we were
or?
vastly unprepared and not planned, but we had enough money to get it registered and get a logo made and shirts made, and boom, that was it. So since it's not a functioning company anymore, but that's that's the angles to get a business, and whether I'm producing photos, taking pictures of people in general, or filming, doing this.
Right.
I told y'all last week I love doing myself. So if other people do shit.
Hey man, keep it going.
Right, wherever the money's
I'm
at,
always
keeps
support
me
you, brother.
entertained and honest. Right.
I'm always support my brothers. Black, what you aspire? Do you aspire to have some kind of ownership? You know what I'm saying, that you can pass down to your son and so on.
Ultimately, I'm just filling out the whole podcast game. I kind of feel like I want to learn the engineering and the background side of it for the most part, and just really debating on that right now.
Yeah.
It's a fill it out game.
Yeah.
That's what's up.
I feel you. Like me, I want to keep doing the podcast shit myself. You know what I'm saying? This was something that I kind of thought about, and then, like I said, how we came about it, and it's definitely a mutual thing. So we keep this platform going. I want to try to do one on my own as well, more conscious platform for me. Because that's where a lot of information and topics I want to touch on in that community. As far as ownership, outside of this, I am working on starting my own personal designer handbag, purse cleaning and repair service for the ladies. Because research shows that once a woman's purse is damaged, dirty, scuffed, or whatever, all they do is just buy a new one. And if I could repair that, clean it, and get it brand new, I'm pretty sure that that'll save them a little money. It'll save the fellas maybe a little money too in the long run, and have that going. You know what I'm saying?
Get a new bag, but take that one out the trash.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Zipper work. I've actually kind of dabbled a little bit into that. I had some examples. Some people gave me some bad ones. And I turned them into some brand new looking shit. Right. You know what I'm saying? So look for that. Look for that coming. Also, Mob Life Apparel. I got that coming. T-shirts, hoodies, hats. That's my own shit. You know what I'm saying? A couple of my brothers, my family members, we are part of that. So, you know what I'm saying? That's something I feel like I can keep going, pass down to the little ones. You know what I'm saying? They keep it going and have some stake in ownership.
Right. Absolutely. Well, gentlemen, last and final question. I'm always just curious about this type of thing. No need to go too deep into it. But Apple or Android?
Apple.
Android.
I have an Android, but it just, I don't know, Apple, it just depends, because you got Macs and all that shit.
I
No preference?
They both got their
Flaws and
pros.
works.
They both got their cons.
I still say iPhone though. I still choose iPhone.
But what's the difference other than iTunes?
Landed on it.
Man,
That's it.
man,
That's what I'm saying. To me, that's why I never understood the craze of iPhones, because the only thing different is iTunes and the FaceTiming. You know,
I'm an Android. I don't.
So I'm a Droid user.
I'm a Droid
I'm
guy.
not
You
gonna
know.
lie though. I've had 2 iPhones and both of them, the longevity of them seems like it.
So when you drop them, damage, very minimal and all that. Yeah, you gotta have case and screen protector now. The cases are crazy now, bro.
Oh yeah, man. This thing's on a 12-foot drop rate.
I got an outer box. My shit costs like $50. It's been through hell.
that's 12 for a drop. Ain't gonna be shit. I'm just phone line face first.
Bro, I don't know. I'm a Droid guy.
Well, in that case then, I'd like to thank our guests for coming in today. Our first official guest on the SquadKast
Yeah,
podcast.
shout out my bros coming out. I appreciate Dro God and Graddy.
Shout out to Powers and BJ.
I was just about to
They're
say
not here
that. Shout out Dell and BJ.
today.
They're not
They
here.
got other things to do. We all have busy lives, and it's hard sometimes to make time for everything. So.
But we try to keep it
We're
going.
gonna hold it down. This
Yeah.
is a great cast. It was fun getting to understand the craft and what you guys do a little bit better. Thanks again for coming out.
Yeah.
See everybody next week.
Next Saturday, same time.
So we gotta fight back, take the night back, take our life back. Our efforts must be twice that of our enemies. Revolution imminent, but I'd rather die making making noise and just sitting here listening. Come on, we gotta fight back, take our right back, take our lives back. Our efforts must be twice that of our enemies. Revolution imminent, but I'd rather die making noise than just sitting here listening.